What's up, everyone? Wow, it looks dark in here. Shouldn't be that dark. How we doing? It is day 2 of the Cozy Collab. It's the Cozy Collab continued, the KKC. We have Lee Cozy on the back line. We also have Steven on the back line hanging out too. Let me bring them in as soon as I fix my... now I look beautiful. What's going on, Paul, T-Bone, Lady? Oh, I'm live on your side. That's right. I'm greeting my fans. The people that like me best. All right, here we go. Ta-da! What? Why aren't you showing up, Lee? There you are. In, out, maybe? There you are.
Yeah, I'm getting a weird blink thing going on, but it's fine. I'm sure
we
it'll
got
stabilize.
you. We got you in your yaddle.
So, for those who are just joining us from DCD, let me grab Ice Wolf's cards. We did Catan earlier. Actually, I should just grab one for you. So, we got
yeah, Lee, your camera's off.
Oh. I don't know why it's doing that, because I'm seeing it flicker off and on. It's the weirdest thing. But
oh yeah.
But yeah, so we got Leia for Craig, and Craig got the I find your lactose intolerance disturbing print. Crystal got Poe Dameron, and she got the My Friends Think I'm a God C-3PO in the Ewoks print.
You are frozen.
I am frozen. I may have to restart my stream because I was streaming and then just jumped right over to you. That may be the problem.
Interesting.
So, hey, we've never done that before. I wasn't actually streaming and then went right in. And then it's back on again, so I'll show Ice Wolf.
Oh!
Oh, and then it died again right while I'm showing it.
Dang it!
I'll restart. That'll give me a chance to use a restroom.
All right, hey, I'll take the lead.
But
the gremlins are into the system. Yeah. Hey, listen, take a poop if you gotta take a poop. I get it. All right, while he does that, we actually have another one that's going to be coming up. Ice Wolf jumped in again. He saw how much fun we were having and said, "I would like to continue that fun." There is no Dana, only Zool. Steven, how you doing, buddy? Good. Can you guys hear Steven? What's going on, Crystal? How are you? Oh, you know what? You won't be able to. They can't hear you until I hit this button. Now we should be able to hear everybody.
Okay, so I'm rebooting my computer. So I just told everybody on my stream, be right back, because I'm still showing my camera glitching out, and so the stream is not letting go of the previous thing. So you guys just stay here. I will come back and give me a minute.
I'll never let go, Jack.
See you soon.
So yes, so yesterday he wasn't live, so we just went straight to it. So when we both went live at the same time was the first time. We were trying right here, as you can see, the technical difficulty. We tried just jumping in while he was already live for a couple of hours, and we are now realizing that is not copacetic, that is not kosher. So we now know that if we do this again tomorrow, we are just going to have to do a fresh start. We saw
It's
you.
probably my fault.
It is probably Steven's fault. Yeah, you know what? It probably is your fault.
I'm the only thing that's different this time, so
Shaking my head at you, man. Shaking my head at you. We won't share the door, though, you selfish person. Yes, I was drawn like a French girl. Where am I? I think that's behind me. Yeah, I have it. Right here, right there. Where if you know, you know. Oh, we always blame Twitch. It's kind of our thing. Ooh, speaking of blame Twitch, Twitch didn't give me my. What's going on, chef? Twitch didn't bring me my water, so let me go get my water. Steven, it's all up to you now.
oh boy. Well, I only have audio at the moment because my video was in Lee's stream, so let me see if I can pop over to you guys.
Give me some flips in my lunchbox when you buy some more. Flips are my favorite.
Hello, DCD chat. How's everyone doing?
It's 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 like that scene in Wayne's World where they just send it to Garth and he's like,
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, what am I? Well, like I wasn't in your channel. I was still in Lee's, so I wasn't seeing, and he went offline, so I wasn't getting any of the chat. I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
what's going on, Carlos? Hey, Don, how are you doing? Having a good time? Not. So Lee started at 4 Pacific. He knocked out a Bo-Katan. He was in the midst of a Yaddle when I left him. Chef has a couple of cards that he's about to do, and then in addition, we have another one from Ice Wolf. Now, Ice Wolf, while we're waiting for him to finish going to the bathroom, we have to get you to pick a number. Your numbers are 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20. I'm sure you remember all of those. Uh-oh. I see something blinking on the Kohse monitor. Do I happen to have a D20? I always have a D20 on hand. I always have a D20 on hand because I always have my D&D Beyond. Oh, I will. Let's do it. Do. That is a 4, but 4 is already gone. Would you like me to roll again? Eight. Ocho. How you feel about 8? There we go. And he's back.
I should be fine. I think I figured out what the problem was. Is there was a Windows update, as you know from yesterday.
Yeah, my issue I had.
I was gonna say, for whatever reason, Microsoft decided to load a version of Twitch that has me logged in Microsoft Edge. And so I think I had 2 versions of Twitch running, and it wasn't letting. So I had to restart my browser, but it wasn't letting me just restart my browser because this other Edge was running in the background.
It auto defaulted to crappy Edge.
Yep.
I mean, at least it's not Safari.
What is Edge?
Edge is Microsoft's their
Internet Explorer.
Yeah, it's Internet Explorer. But anything is better than Safari. Safari is so bad it's painful.
That is true.
Stephen won't say anything. He's an Apple fanboy.
I don't use Safari. I use Chrome generally.
Everybody on the planet should be using Chrome. What's going on, Hellbolt? Love you, man.
Then Google will have all our information.
They got it already, man.
I know, yeah. They already got mine from Gmail. So
well, they hacked the
everybody
IRS.
can see and hear us, right?
Yeah, they hacked the IRS, what was it, like 10 years ago, so everybody has all of our information everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And everybody on my stream, you guys can see and hear me again, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Dolores. Chorless.
So we are, for those who are just joining, for those who are really confused on what's happening right now, this is the first Cozy Kollab. This is an experiment. It's novel, if you will, where we are opening up Star Wars signature series that have been individually numbered. It's just a fresh case. We're letting you pick your number this time for funsies. Since we opened the case live on camera and numbered them on camera, you can check to make sure that the full transparency is there. So we have, as of yesterday, gone through 6 of the 20 possible boxes. And what we're doing is we are coming up with an original Topps Star Wars certified signature from somebody in the Star Wars universe. And artist extraordinaire and somebody who may or may not have a little talent working with some Star Wars stuff. Lee Kohse is drawing a companion piece for the autograph that you have pulled. Now, Lee, why do you think we would have came to you for this particular project featuring Star Wars? Is there something you could shed light on the group that would make this make sense to them?
I have been doing artwork for Lucasfilm, in particular Star Wars, since like 2006. So I've been there a while as a freelancer. But yeah, I've been doing lots of Lucasfilm artwork over the years.
And also, is it true or false? George Lucas has your artwork hanging at Skywalker Ranch.
Well, it's true that I took it to him and gave it to him at Skywalker Ranch. Where he hung it, I have no clue, because rumor has it may actually be in LA at the museum.
Ooh.
So I don't know yet for sure, but I was told that it might end up in the George Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. So I don't know for sure, but.
And true or false, and this is just for fun, true or false, you have art in the Library of Congress and at one point in the underground tunnels.
I think the art is still in the underground tunnels.
Dig it. So that is why. And T-Bone's like, yeah, at least kind of a big deal.
But by the way, the art in the underground tunnels is actually a wizard.
It is a wizard.
It's a giant headshot of a wizard with a dragon on his shoulder, just kind of like standing there.
And that was commissioned by a now disgraced congressman. Is that true?
It was Randy Duke Cunningham.
Oh, it gets better and better.
I have had a magical, amazing, really weird life.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Oh, hey, speaking of wildly talented artists whose art is hanging everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, April Solomon, the Dragon Lady, is here.
Ooh, April, how are you? I met April at DesignerCon a couple years ago.
She is fantastic and absolutely wonderful to hang out with if you ever get the opportunity. She is a wonderful hang.
I'm somewhat fascinated by how I've always wondered, because I never asked her, because I remember I ran into her at DesignerCon and I was like, hey, I know these guys DCD collects. They buy art off of people and that. So I tried to give her the spiel, explain what it was. And like every other artist I ever talked to who doesn't have any clue who I am, she was very polite, gracious, and kind of just like nodded like a bobblehead. So and she's like, I'm interested in knowing more. And so I'm always kind of fascinated, like what was like, hopefully, she's here. So she's, obviously been working with us on stuff, but I've always been fascinated by, like, was that weird? Like, did I come off as weird? Like just some dude going, hey, your art is amazing. I know a guy who'd like to buy a lot of it. And you're just kind of like, oh yeah, one of these fuckers.
April's like, well, happy to be here and see everybody. Yeah, so Kevin P was like, yes. Yes, you are weird.
But see, I knew Kevin beforehand. So, like, I had Kevin's artwork in my collection before DCD even existed.
April says, hey, I'm weird too, dude.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's great. Like, honestly, in all of the ventures we have ever done, and I will speak for the company on this behalf, and I will not, as they say, I will not water weeds. But I will say, out of all of the ventures we have done, there is maybe one artist of all the artists we've worked with that we probably will not feature again. For no specific reason other than it just didn't seem to work, is the best way I can put it.
It wasn't their jive.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's not going to be everybody's bag, baby. I get it. But considering the vast number of artists that we've touched, let me rephrase that. Based on all the artists that we have worked with and have featured and have been here, to only have one not click on the same level as everybody else has been really great and awesome, and I dig it, and it makes us feel good because we know if this many artists can get together and be like, oh no, that's really actually a pretty cool idea, and be down with it, it really lets us know that we're doing something cool and different, and just like this little feature that we're attempting right here, doing something new is fun. And people seem to dig it. I got 16 people here. Lee's probably got 100 on his feed, so we're getting
No,
up there.
not after the restart. I probably have 5.
Oh, forget it. I don't want that DC guy anywhere.
I lost a lot of viewers on the restart. We'll get them back.
It's me. It's okay. You can say it. It's me. I'm an acquired taste.
So, well, also, I've got you on the big screen right now. So.
Oh, that's terrifying for most people.
Yep. Well, I mean, basically, they've been staring at a box that says ice.
Ice.
So,
this one right here? Yeah, I know. Ice is staring at it, wondering, hey, man, when are you going to let me know what's in here? We are, so April, that's actually a Yaddle. Yaddle we pulled out of left field to go with a SIG that we pulled yesterday. Ice Wolf works. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm also kind of, shocked and amazed that when we mentioned, so this autograph was with, what's her name from the council. And so I was originally going to do a Yoda or a Mace Windu or something like that. We were talking about doing something from the Jedi Council. And then we brought up the idea, well, let's do Yaddle. And we were joking about it. And then when we explained who Yaddle was and, her significance in the Star Wars universe, it was funny because the guy who did the poll was like, you know what, I'll take a Yaddle, and so he actually didn't know who Yaddle was, but once he found out, he's like, yeah, I want her. So Yaddle.
Yeah, Yaddle does not get the love she deserves, and was one comm link away from changing the entire future of the galaxy. So Ice Wolf goes to bed early because he has to get up early on the East Coast. So while I am not rushing, we still have a couple of Councilman Chef's things to do. I think we should at least tease Ice Wolf with the signature that he has pulled, and then possibly surprise him with the art if we can get that far today. Ice Wolf, how does that make you feel? Are you down with at least just getting that? Spoilers.
Well, Yaddle is done. Am I holding off on Chef stuff?
No, Chef's in. Chef's here.
Gravity demonstration.
right, now this is a fresh case. Typically, in these cases, we get I think what it's about 2, maybe 3 numbered cards. Trevor. I think that's a safe assumption. Usually about 2 or 3. Um, anyone but Axe Wolves. Yeah, you already got one of those. You don't need any more. You got like 18 of them. Kevin's like even Peel. T-Bone wants
Corner
a
the
Jedi.
market on Axe Wolves.
That's right. Get all the Axe Wolves and then burn all but one, and then you are holding the most expensive Axe Wolves. So typically there's about 2 or 3 numbered out of a case, and there's usually one really big name auto. Like we saw Lee himself pulling a 101 Andy Serkis auto.
Still got that in my safe.
Yep. So I want us to get something big too. Let's nail this.
I'm torn on that because like I need to pay for repairs to my house, and I'm sitting on that, and it's like.
Icewolf says I literally pulled him in 2 booster boxes straight. So yeah, we don't want any more. We don't want any more.
Good God.
April's like, cue the music. All right.
Bum bum bum. We had to go with something that was copyright free.
All right. Steven.
Yes, sir.
Steven, you and Icewolf need to have a conversation.
Let's do it, Ice.
You and Icewolf have to have a conversation.
Were we just talking about this on Lee's stream?
We were just talking about this on Lee's stream.
Great.
So I think this could get a little bit more complicated. Hey, Lee Cozy.
Axe Wolves.
Who do you think you would put with a Cad Bane?
Oh.
Oh. That's right, Dorian Kingy. Ice was like, nice.
Congrats, Ice.
Not Axe Wolves.
I know exactly who I'd put with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who would you put with that, buddy?
The other guy we were just talking about?
Copy.
We literally had this conversation on Lee's stream about, 35, 40 minutes ago?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Lee was asking me who my favorite characters were, and I was like, well, we got to break it down a little bit more than just favorite character.
By the way, really fast for Yaddle, you are getting the Irish I am not, but very green I am Yoda print signed.
I like it. So, I mean, we can literally go through the conversation. For those who don't believe the serendipitous nature of this channel, not only does it happen in this channel, it literally spilled over into Lee's channel, where you can actually listen to us talk about this very character less than an hour ago. So how about that for serendipitous? At the risk of...
Congrats, Ice.
you can hear it in Steven's voice.
He's defeated. Steven.
I'm maybe I need to manifest the lottery. And then I'll send some good vibes Ice's way.
Icewolf said, you know what? Because this is right, DC. Your dice are tied to your DM.
But really fast, I want to verify Yaddle was another Craig.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yaddle
right?
was Craig.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He had Leia and so cool.
I can't. There's just this light effervescence of just sadness emanating from Steven. I can like.
No, I'm happy for Ice. I really am.
So convincing.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Tom Brady. Winning that championship was something he deserved. It's tough losing that Super Bowl, but
On to Cincinnati.
Sorry.
Oh goodness, Ice Wolf. So KP's like trade. Ice was like, I'd consider it, but I love Cad Bane as well. So there's a high likelihood that's not happening. I'll try to make it up to you somehow, Steven.
I got a bunch of things if you're interested in a trade.
Oh, thank you, April. That's what people say. People say when I get going, it's infectious. I am like the HPV of laughing.
Whoa.
Oh goodness. Oh, yep.
Hey now.
He went there.
Hellbolt says, I'll trade Steven a big hug for a hug back.
Oh, I get those anyways.
Carlos is like, ha ha ha. Oh, Sapporo says, Steven sounds like a kid forced to apologize for something. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Is my enthusiasm not quite high enough right now? I think no. I mean, that's an awesome pull. Like, I'm super excited for Ice. Like, I really am.
Okay.
So I'm going to transition over so my stream can watch me draw. Then you're on the you're now I've got little DC.
Ooh, just like I have a little Lee, and sometimes, well, actually, right now I have a big Lee. Suppose it's like in monotone. I'm happy for you. I really am. Oh no, Steven's never gonna join us again because of this.
Yeah, this is the last time I'm on the stream, guys. Sorry.
I'll make it up to you.
This is a one and done. This is a one and done. So for those who are texting me right now, why the bleep is Steven on? Well, it's because his knowledge of Star Wars is only rivaled by Lee's, and even then they can go tit for tat.
He's going to know way more of the comic book stuff than I will.
Sephiroth said, Steven just got dangled.
Oh.
I'm in good company.
That's right. The company of a champion. Oh, goodness gracious.
So what we need, do we have more top SIG series?
I need to see if there's any more orders. No,
Yeah,
that was the only one we have at the moment.
Yeah, so we definitely, so somebody's got to order one of the top SIG series. Because so the problem is that we were like Steven's hanging out so that we could, talk Star Wars and about the character. I feel like if we're going to talk about Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth again, it's going to depress the poor guy. I mean, thankfully he married a therapist, so he'll be fine. But yeah, somebody's got to like order something so that we can talk about whatever is in that box.
and like a true pitchman, Lee, our website www.dcdcollects.com. Talk about Cobb. KP says talk about Cobb. So we were the conversation flowed into, we said what is your favorite, and Bounty Hunter ended up being this guy
Cad
right
Bane.
here. This guy right this one.
Yep.
Right here.
We talked about Cad Bane and
guy.
Cobb Vanth.
This
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I actually thought you were pulling. I thought you were actually pulling because you said who would go good with Cad Bane. I actually thought you were pulling Cobb Vanth.
that would have been hilarious. I don't even know if Oliphant has a. I'm gonna look it up now. If Oliphant has a signature in here,
Is he on the list?
he might be. Let me look. I get all of my information from the Cardboard Connection. If you want to know up-to-date lists, I would suggest that one.
Also,
I
yeah,
do
actually,
not see-
Sapporo's turned me onto the cardboard collection. Actually,
No, he's not in here,
that's a
unfortunately.
bummer.
Yeah, that would have been a good get.
I mean, great.
They have Harrison Ford. They have Hayden. Felicity is in here. Ewan is in here. I don't even need to say their full names. You all know who it is. Donnie
Oh,
Yen.
yeah.
I would love a Donnie Yen. If anybody pulls a Chirrut Imwe, I'm prepared to go big. I'm not talking like the 69 Lando big, but I'm talking still pretty big. I'm a Donnie Yen
I thought
fan.
you were gonna, I thought you were gonna be like it's like I've got a Lee Cozy Obi-Wan hanging in my house.
I don't listen. There is somebody that is literally in this chat right now that has eyebrows have gone up looking at that.
Really?
Tim Curry is in this.
Oh, what was Tim Curry doing in your house?
No, Chancellor Palpatine.
I know.
April
But
says
yeah.
I can top most of that. I'm gonna pull the joke. Ron Perlman is in here. Ron Perlman as Ganacht.
For the record, you already have a Ron Perlman auto.
I do. It's right behind me. Guess what I got hanging in my studio? What do you have hanging in your studio? Besides your dad's really awesome art. For those who don't know, April's dad, absolute phenomenal artist, BT Dub.
Yep.
Nerd, what's up, man? How are you doing? Nerd, how have you not gotten in on this absolutely unbelievably novel project? An
Oh, he was on
original
the
Drew
road.
Struzan.
Oh.
Jiminy Crickets, we can't top that. Now the show's over. All right, everybody, show's over. April shut us down. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And
Now I'm depressed.
We will do this again tomorrow if April doesn't show up.
April, DM me your address. I want to call.
For fun, why don't you just let me know where you live?
I'll bring my galoshes and my own candles for the Drew Struzan altar.
Nerd says, I finally got to Portland. You have a funny story to go with it, too. All right, story time. Let's do it.
While he's typing that, I was going to say, you should tell him about what this is.
So, April is typing Nerd. Nerd, we are doing a simulcast. In case you don't know, we're also live with Lee. Lee is live with us, and we are live with Lee. We're doing it together, me and Lee. And Steven is here.
Third wheeling it.
He's here too.
I'm leaving.
Don't go, Steven.
So we have came up with the idea that we are going to open Star Wars SIG series by Topps. You get to pick your number, and live on camera, Lee is going to draw a companion piece to your autograph. So this is a very novel kind of a instant gratification, give or take 24 hours of art, entertainment, and pop culture and signatures. April says, while Drew Struzan was attending the Los Angeles Art Center, Drew did a painting for a class project.
It's an early Struzan.
The college took the painting and said he could not get it back. Interesting.
What?
Interesting.
Then your dad stole it? And dad dressed as a ninja one night, broke into the college.
My dad stole the painting back for Drew. Yes, that is exactly
Oh my God,
what
I was
happened.
joking. Oops.
Oh no.
I hate it when my joke actually steals the punchline. That is awesome that your dad did it. I take it like Drew gave it to your dad. Is like, here you go, thank you.
So, Stephen, Councilman Chef says, I have an extra Dorian Kingy auto as Cad Bane, by the way.
Chef, we should talk.
It's happening. It's happening.
Nice. And we have, and Steven's like, I know an artist who can draw cat fan.
Right? And then April said, my dad's first wife purchased the painting from Drew. And now, oh, wow, that's coming full circle. April said, my
nice.
dad's first wife purchased it from Drew, and now it's April's.
Nice.
That is an awesome full story. That has, like, the provenance on that is amazing. You need to get that written up on some letterhead and post that story with the art piece.
And hopefully, signed by Drew.
Drew's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got my number. You can send me a photo. I'll share it with everybody.
I would actually love a good photograph of it because I actually have a collection in Google Drive, which, by the way, April, you should message me. It is for artists only. I would have to create a separate thing for other people because there are some fairly high-profile people in that group that share that gallery. But essentially, it's every time I get a hold of Drew Struzan artwork, when I used to walk the halls of Lucasfilm, they had so many Drew Struzan originals everywhere. And I could get up really close and get great photographs of them. So I did. And yeah, so there's actually a high resolution, a photograph of, or a gallery of high resolution, like zoom in art. Like it's not big pictures, like only artists would appreciate these photos because it's taken at like side angles and things. So you can see the brush strokes, or you can see the splatter, or you can see how he rendered something. But we have a whole gallery that a bunch of artists and I, that I collected. And then I've just over the years, as I've met some very influential artists and even like actors and voice actors over the years who are big fans of Drew Struzan's work, they've requested access to that folder. So. But yeah, hence why I won't just give anybody access to it, guys, because unfortunately you can see their contact info.
Speaking of perks of being Lee, when you were in New York City, you went to was it the Illustrators Guild? Was that place that you went to that
Illustrator Society?
Illustrator Society, and that is a private club, correct?
Yeah. I mean, you can pay $15 to get in and walk around, but yeah, it's literally the Illustrator Society. So it's just a bunch of artists hanging out.
Dope. That is my biggest regret of my New York trip. Well, I shouldn't say it's okay. Let me rephrase that. I actually got to hang out and spend time with a very famous Broadway singer, dancer, triple threat, who also happens to be my wife's cousin. But I had to sacrifice the Illustrators Society to do that because Lee gave me the invite. It's like, oh, you got to come here. There's like legit Norman Rockwell's hanging from the wall, covered in cigarette smoke because that's just the way it is.
They've been there for so many years.
Yeah.
Also, what's funny is there's a drum. There's actually a drum set that's sitting up on a shelf, but it was signed by the surviving founding members of the Society of Illustrators back in the day. And then over the years, as people have done major shows there, those artists have also signed the drum. So it has like Norman Rockwell. I think J.C. Leindecker's on that. It's also got Alex Ross, Mike Mignola, just like, and Mike Mignola actually was just like, he was actually just sitting in the bar talking to his producers when they were talking about the Hellboy reboot. Just in the, up on like the fourth floor or whatever, there's a little private bar there that we were in. But yeah. And when we were there, they had a Frazetta exhibit.
Figures. So April says.
I have high-res photos of that too.
April says, I went to see Drew's solo show at the Galactic Gallery in Texas for a weekend. I did the same with my camera. Got super close, got some nice shots as well. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah, I would love access to those photos.
Yeah,
if you
she
would.
said I'll share that as well.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
we're all just gonna show. We're all just gonna show our hand. But I got to I missed that, but I got to hang out with a gentleman. His name is Robert Montano, and he is was in Chicago, was also in the movie Chicago, and a wonderful
The city and the
talented-
play.
the city and the play, yeah, and the movie. But he's a awesome guy. Also a shout out to his mom. His mom actually just recently passed away, 2-3 days ago. So shout out as well to TT. She 90 plus years. Great run. Even we all said, "Wow, it's a really good run," and everyone's like, "Yeah, no, she had a great run." But yeah, I got to hang out with Robert. Rub elbows with him. He was chatting with us about the live action. He was up for one of the roles. I'm not going to say which one. In the live action Disney Little Mermaid. So he was chatting with us about some of the behind the scenes before that came out. It was an interesting trip altogether.
I have a very dark sense of humor, so every time somebody mentions, or if we're talking about like one of our friends who's got into a upper echelon of age celebration of an upper echelon of solar orbits, they and somebody asks like how did they die, we always make something up absurd, like spearfishing for great whites. So how old was she? 102. Oh my God, what'd she die of? Spearfishing for great whites. Jumping over Caesar's Palace on a
Skydiving.
moped.
Oh,
Yeah,
her
skydiving.
her parachute didn't open? No, they landed on her.
Powerlifting. Arm wrestling, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's Arnold Braunschweiger.
But again, I also have a very dark sense of humor.
Mafia.
Mafia hit.
It's rubbed out
There
in a
you go.
mafia hit.
And, hey, Miriam, in my chat.
All right, let me jump in. I would be doing myself and my company a disservice if I just didn't go through a couple of things real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do this. Toot sweet. This is probably not going to work. Nope, I didn't expect it to. So let me. I think I should be able to switch this out. There we go. All right, the Cozy Collab, we are 7 deep. We didn't put a number on these, by the way. This is just here, keeping a list of everyone that's on there. So we can go up to 20. So there's really going to be no limit. I think once the week runs out, we will stop it at that. So it's however many are sold by the end of the week. And then that's it. We will close our doors until we can plan on clearing out the schedule again. We got Zio, as always, Saturday morning cartoons, which are unbelievable that these have not sold, considering all the great art is in there by Gus Mauk, Brian the Kaiser Tillman, Jay Sullivan, and Kevin P. West. Amalgamation, Dr. Elvin Hernandez, signed, sketched, and delivered, which features a pretty nice giveaway as well. Signed, certified, and delivered, which has the Frank Miller autograph giveaway at the end. Team Ups is a little more than halfway through. Manga anime is the bane of my existence. Speaking of Cad Bane, this is my bane. And We've Got You Covered, which we brought back at a brand new low price.
So
that's
I
it.
will also, by the way, on my thing, the Cozy Collab. I hate that, but I hate that name. But I'm
why
an
it's gonna
English
stick.
major. I hate it when people change the spelling of something for some artsy reason. It's just like, makes my skin crawl. But anyways, so at the moment, I'm throwing in this as the giveaway.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that up there. All right, I will use the proper name, Baby Yoda.
So I'm gonna throw him in for the giveaway at the moment. And the reason I say that is because I actually do have the intention of grabbing a small sheet of canvas and doing an actual painting to use for that. But I was dealing with optometry and VA stuff and blah 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 today, so I didn't get a chance to do it. So I'll throw this up there for now, but eventually I would like it to be an actual full-blown painting, probably a 9x12.
See, there you go. Now it's getting a little more interesting. Now, mind you, there isn't a set limit to entries here. I mean, 20, obviously. We physically can't go through 20 in the next 2 days. But if you want a shot at that extra piece, then you just have to jump in. Tomorrow is the last day we're doing this. Is that correctly?
Tomorrow's Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
I've lost trying to, yeah, tomorrow's the last day. So whatever we sell, every time, and by the way, also the people who are buying these, you're also getting we've got the
Sign
little
print?
silly prints. So we got the signed prints that are also going with everything. But yeah, so if you buy one of these, you will get a sketch card, a certified autograph from Topps, from somebody working on Star Wars, from an actor or talent, and then also the signed print, original art, and a shot at winning an original piece of art that will be the supreme giveaway at the end.
For $124.99.
Yep.
I'm not mad at that at all. Sapporo was like, yeah, Lee's Star Wars sketches, they're not cheap, especially when they're colorized, like the Grogu.
Oh God, yeah. What's funny is Maria and I still giggle at that though, because my kid does an eBay store. So as he's going through eBay, periodically he'll see stuff and he'll point out when there's a really low priced card that pops up. Because something we have done in the past is I would actually buy the cards. If somebody puts it up and they've got it labeled, like a lot of times they'll put up some other artist's name on my card. Like they're just not paying attention. It's labeled. And if my kid finds one, if we verify it's one of mine, I will buy it. And then we take it to Comic-Con and we will put it up, usually for several $100. And they sell. So
That's awesome. You know, there is a really awesome one I saw on eBay that is a cozy. I want to say it's from Shrek the Third.
yeah.
It's like I keep, I get the extra money, I almost pull the trigger, and then I think, why would I give this stranger money when I can just give Lee money?
Well, what's really funny is I don't have access to it right now, but there is actually one card, because the company went bankrupt, Inkworks.
Yeah.
And when they sent me back my AP cards, included in it is a card that they did not process properly. Meaning there is only one Shrek the Third card that I have that's not serialized. And it's got all my info on the back. It says Lee Kohse, blah, 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 artist. It actually says that I was born to a family of rutabaga beta testers trying to corner the market on retread tires. But I think it's something like that. I forgot what it says. But one of my goofy, kind of weird bios that I always put on my stuff. But yeah, there is one Shrek card that I have in my collection that is one of my AP cards that was never serialized. And as far as I know, it's one of one. It's pretty cool.
It's a super 101.
Mm-hmm. Because they did their return cards differently than all the other companies did.
Now,
So we
going through that
Mhm.
process, when you submit everything and then they send you APs, how does that work? Like, do they own the rights to the art, or do they not, and that's why they have to send it back to you?
No, they own it. You sign a contract, and in theory, they sent you a contract. Topps always sends a contract, so that's not an issue. But I've had some card companies forget to send the contract. Um, in which case, technically, I still own the copyright. I just don't own the license to the art, so I can't, so I won't be able to go and make prints or anything of it. But I could still use it in like a sketchbook or something like that, where I'm, for self promotion or marketing type purposes. So so it really depends on the contract that you've signed. But with something like Star Wars, Topps always gives you a pretty rock solid contract, and then you do the cards, and they'll give you a ratio. So it'll be something like for every 100 cards you do, or every 50 cards you do, you get like 3 AP cards type stuff. So it's not a lot, and you're supposed to, you do the cards, the AP cards, you do the best ones you can. Basically, it's usually what most people do. They'll do like super awesome AP cards and then send those back to Topps. Topps will get everything approved by Lucasfilm. It'll have to go through the Disney approval department, and then it'll get released. And when it gets released, you're finally allowed to show everything. The problem is a lot of times you don't get your AP cards back until after they're released, because they don't want you like selling them prematurely and upselling them. But yeah, so that's usually how it works. Is you do the artwork and stuff, and you pick which cards you want sent back to you, or you put them aside and let them know these are what I want, and that's the ones they're supposed to send to you. That's kind of a give or take thing.
What's going on, gentleman built? How are you doing, man? Hey, GB, if I had a really nice whip and I wanted the interior customized to look as sharp as a knife, where would you send me?
And on my chat, Ice Wolf is like, "Wow, there's a Kindergarten lunchbox up for $750 on eBay." Kindergarten has a
Autofrontmask.com?
pretty
Absolutely.
solid. Kindergarten has a pretty solid fan base, thank God. I still have to actually promote that I'm doing the webcomics again. I haven't actually advertised it at all, other than on my stream. You guys watching me draw the panels occasionally.
So, GB, you're probably stumbling into this and wondering what the heck is going on here. Well, I'm glad you asked. We, he's like, I see we have sketching going on. So we are dual streaming. We are also live on Lee Cozy's stream, which is Cozy Art. It is Cozy Art, right?
Yep, it is.
Okay.
I should probably change that eventually, but yeah, it's Cozy Art right now.
So what we're doing is we are doing something that, to our knowledge, has never happened before. It's completely novel. It is something that we just came up out of the blue. We are doing a project. We're calling it the Cozy Kollab. So what we're doing is we are opening a box of 2023 Star Wars Signature Series. And then whoever's autograph is pulled from here, Lee is live making an original piece of art card for you to go with your autograph. So, you jump into dcdcollects.com, you purchase the Cozy Kollab, and you end up with...
So like this card is the companion piece to Cad Bane. Right
so
there. And by the way, that Cad Bane is not serialized, is it? That's just a base set. Yep. Yeah, so that means the big get is still, there's still some big cards in that box, in that case.
You know, Lee, you know what we didn't do for this card?
What's up?
We didn't roll for crit.
That roll it up, man.
So what we're doing is we're also rolling a d20, and if you crit, which we're going 17 and above is a crit.
Yes.
17 and above. He's gonna.
And for each box you've bought, you get a +1.
15. Man, another 15. We are just 15ing all day long.
Well, if you are, I'm
Wait a
at home.
second. This is Ice Wolf's second box, though. So 15 plus 2.
There you go.
17.
Ice Wolf gets a color.
You get a pop of color. Nerd. That's me, April. That is me and all my nerddom. That is, I am Drift Perlman, Water Ganassi Monk level 4.
I want somebody to order one because I want to have a nice, good Star Wars fan conversation. I want a fanversation with Steven
Fanversation.
about Star Wars.
Steven is also with us. He occasionally chimes in when he's not busy taking over the world on his computer.
Or building the world.
Or both.
Or both.
Building and taking over.
So the Ice Wolf's like, especially with DC rolling. As much as I want to crit, it would be insult to injury. Well, I mean, it's just gonna make Steven want it even more, and that's fine, because sometimes you just gotta know what it's like to want.
Oh, that's mean.
He has everything else. Steven has everything
That is
else.
true.
I mean, let's let somebody else have something. So yes, the companion piece for campaign is being made now. It is being colorized. Now there is a caveat. Tomorrow is the last day. However many sell by the end of business tomorrow, and that's a wrap. They're done. And then we're going to do a giveaway that currently consists of a Grogu. Not only are you getting an original piece of art, not only are you getting a certified signature by Topps, you are also getting a signed silly print by Lee Kohse as well.
Like this one. Didn't have it queued up. Palpatine brand wrinkle cream. Strike age lines down with all of your hatred.
Ice Wolf says, I gotta do this again. I want another one. Another
Nice.
one.
That's a +3.
That's a +3. Whoa. Talk about stacking the die. All right, we're gonna put CAD to rest. Paul Maitland just redeemed free signed mini silly print.
Knowing the way you roll DC, you should be fine.
Listen. Hey, I'm telling you, taking that extra dexterity? That changed everything for that monk. All right, Ice Wolf, you have to pick. Let me get you on the big screen. 1, 2. Do you want me to D20 this number as well? Are we gonna stick with what worked?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to Ice Wolf.
Oh, okay.
No. $17 is calling. 17 is a good number. 17, the same number as Josh Allen, quarterback of the Buffalo Bills.
Or anybody else who, in high school.
The AFC East champion Buffalo Bills.
So while we're doing that, Paul, Star Wars or Marvel?
Ooh, Paul, Star Wars or Marvel? Dig it. Okay. Ice Wolf says, if it's Cobb, I'm going to sleep before the meltdown.
It's like a second one. Okay, so he says Marvel. So before you break that, I want to do this really fast on my channel.
Yeah.
So we've got, so I can put this with Paul's stuff, but you've got Deadpool, the pen is mightier than the sword, but why limit your options? Wolverine, I'm the very best at what I do, and what I do is very pretty. He's knitting with his claws. Hulk smash cavity creeps. And then there's actually a cavity creep down here that says we make holes in teeth. And yes, that is Hulk trying to brush his teeth in the mirror. And then got a little captain in you. Captain America doing the Captain Morgan rum thing. And it's, by the way, it's Red Skull rum. So those are your options, sir, for Marvel.
Only Peggy has a little captain in her, according to lore.
Yep. Well, actually, according to lore, there was in She-Hulk,
Oh my.
there was a girl that Captain hooked up with.
Interesting. The
Yeah.
plot thickens. Predictions. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a Jedi? Is it going to be a Sith? Is it going to be a bounty hunter or a droid? T-Bone says we're due for a
need a
Jedi.
Sith.
We're Sith. Okay. Hey, listen. Let's.
I think I'm saying we're due for a somebody dark.
We haven't hit any numbered yet. We haven't hit any major crazy name. Usually there's one like everybody recognizes in every case, and there's usually about 2 or 3 numbered. We haven't hit any of the above so far. So we are due for actually something big, whether it be numbered or in name. Thank you, lady, for that drink. Let's see where we're at. It is not numbered. It is not a big name. It is one that we are going to have to mine. Oh, I think actually. Yeah. There is yeah, okay.
This is going to be this is finally the discussion I've been dying to have.
This is the discussion that Lee wants. This is one that I definitely see us phoning a friend. Thankfully, he's already on the line. This is from The Last Jedi.
Boy,
it's a pilot. And she has a fair amount of screen time for fairly nameless characters.
oh, is this the girl dropping the bombs?
It's Tali Lintra.
I gotta.
Played by Hermione Corfield. Seppo Rose is like, you better drink after that. Now, was she on Red Team?
Was she red or gold? She was.
I think she was red.
I think she was Red Team.
Let's-
Her helmet isn't fully visible. Only her flight.
Okay. She impressed Poe Dameron. Am I gonna draw another Poe Dameron?
She impressed Poe Dameron.
Ooh, she pilots X-wings. I like X-wings.
Is she the one like they're getting ready to like jump into the ships and then hers blows up and blows Poe back?
I think so. Because it says here she was killed by Kylo Ren, which I could do Kylo
Okay.
Ren.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kylo Ren would be cool.
Ice Wolf, how do you feel about Kylo Ren?
That way you can have the murderer and the victim.
I also need to roll another d20 to see if it's going to be a colored colored Kylo. Say that
With
5
the
times
way
fast.
with the way Ice Wolf is going, it's going to get to the point where he's just all like, there's already at 17. So as long as he rolls more than a 5, he'll get it.
He's a whiny dweeb, but I'd love a sketch of him.
And that was Ice Wolf also.
That's going to be a 19, so that is absolutely in color.
Oh, that's a big crit. It's Kylo Ren in color.
I love that it's a black and white character in color.
Actually, I just started laughing. But we can do blue and red or something like that.
Well,
so
what
we
about
can make it work?
Post reconstruction helmet?
Right.
Oh, I can do the glowing red.
The seams,
yes.
the seams in the mask.
Yeah. That is, I think that's a good avenue.
That is Kylo.
Now, as far as who fixed his helmet, was that an Ugnaught that fixed his helmet?
Yes. Well, what? Yeah, I think so.
My goodness, I would love a mini a mini show, a 20-minute show of this poor Ugnaught getting the fragments of the helmet and then being like, all right, fix it. And him just being like,
And
was
whoever films that, please make sure when Kylo hands him the fragments of the helmet, he gives it
not
to
a,
him in a
not an
plastic
Ugnaught.
shopping bag.
Not an Ugnaught.
not an Ugnaught?
Not an Ugnaught.
I don't remember. What was it?
A species I am unfamiliar with, but I remembered it was not an Ugnaught. It is a.
Okay.
I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation on this.
Should have been an Ugnaught.
Smayong. It looked kind of like a chimp face, if you remember.
Okay.
And then it had but it has like pointy like goblin ears.
Okay, so the pointy goblin chimp.
Yeah.
Does he look like a mini Zeb?
No. No, Zeb looks like a bat. Like he has like a bat face.
He does.
But the thing that fixed Kylo Ren's helmet, it looked like a chimpanzee. It looked like a, yeah.
Albrecht.
It looked like it had a chimp face.
Albrecht was a semi-young male metalsmith and Sith alchemist.
There you go.
Let me see.
So
Kylo.
handsome. Oh my god!
I
it
just
is a
remember like
chimp.
watching the movie and being like, "There's a monkey doing smith work here."
All right, you guys are going to be muted for a moment while I pull up my other screen. All right, folks, on my channel, this is Albrecht. It looks like they literally put a chimpanzee in a costume. Terrifying. But that is who fixed, and you actually see the whip, the work in progress. All right, we're back. A Simeon like Simeon. There you go, Siporos. Simeon like Simeon. You know, like Mon Calamari.
Trying to see what the break pattern is on the.
Oh, she flew an A-wing as the Blue Leader during the evacuation of Dakar.
Screen cap that. That's reference. So you want an A-wing or do you want?
Oh no, that was Chef mentioning it. He was giving us
okay.
context.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm at the moment I'm gonna do Kylo Ren, but I still I'm doing chef stuff though, right?
Yes, we're gonna do chefs next. I just want to make sure because Ice Wolf I know goes to bed early, even though this is late for him. I wanted to make sure he at least knew what it was gonna be before he went to bed. But we are definitely on to Chef. Chef has been patiently waiting.
Okay, yeah, I kind of got his name over here. I'm just kind of like need to move on.
Oh, look at that. Look at. Hey everybody, look what Lee's doing. Hey everybody, look at Lee.
He knows how to use a marker. Oh my god.
Mandala's like, no Olo markers tonight?
Honestly, the Olo markers, when I'm doing stuff monochromatic, they're awesome. But also I'm still trying to get used to them and I don't use them enough. And I've got Copic sitting here. They're organized, ready to go. Yeah, it's just unfortunately the work setup for Olos isn't there yet. we used them last night.
Ice Wolf said, quit rubbing it in. I want to stay friends with S&M.
Well, it sounds like he's going to get one. So.
Oh, GB is in now. GB is like, you know what? This is cool. We're going to have to do this too.
And by the way, I'm having a blast. These are fun to work on. So
it's fun to have a co-host. I'm not gonna lie. Having y'all in my ear is actually it's a lot of fun.
I feel the same way.
You just sound like you enjoyed that way too much.
My wife's like, "Come to bed." No. DC's still talking.
I'm sorry, honey. DC's in my ear, and you know. Just can't resist drawing when DC is in my ear. All right, Ice Wolf. So, by the way, since obviously we are nerds like giggity, no, oh god. Um,
I'm actually shocked Nerd didn't get in on this.
giggity, oh god. Jimmy's like, what did you say?
I can actually sound like Brian.
We know you can. You've done it before on camera.
It's that simple.
So, by the way, GB, as you can see, not all of these are going to be immediate. There is a little bit of a line. Lee actually also does them on his stream as well afterwards, and then and before, like today he did it before. What is your schedule tomorrow? And are you staying live tonight?
I'll probably how late are we? Like I was planning on streaming till at least 8 or 9. So
Yeah,
it's gonna just to kind of depend on what time you dip out. So if you're dipping out at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, then it's kind of like, no, I'll dip out with you. But I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, probably around 3 o'clock.
There you go.
And yeah. And also, we're gonna keep working on them until they're all done. So whatever sells, we're gonna do. But keep in mind, it's only the stuff we sell between now and the end of the stream tomorrow that is eligible for the giveaway. Because by then after that, they'll probably use the material for another break or something later on down the line. But so the giveaway will be for tomorrow, and then also for the people who bought, and then also some fantastic, silly prints that I'm also throwing in for everybody who places an order, like the organically raised gluten-free Rancor meat, fresh from Malakili's dungeon.
Can I get a water, please?
Those are only for while we're streaming, and the stuff that sells while, between now and Friday, I should say. Not while we're streaming. You can buy it off stream, but it ends tomorrow in the stream.
Yep.
Like I said, keep drawing whatever sells.
Next
Till I'm
up,
finished.
next up is Chef's first one. Now, GB, you get to pick a number. We're doing something a little differently. We opened a fresh case on camera. We numbered them on camera. And instead of randoming them, because they are sealed and we don't know what's inside, for this particular run, we are going to allow you to pick your own number. The remaining numbers you see on your screen are 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Five. Johnny 5 is alive.
Johnny 5 is alive, Stephanie.
All right.
Stephanie, change color. Nice, soft one.
We have been having fun speculating what's inside. What's in the box? What's in the
Gwyneth
box?
Paltrow's head.
What's in the box? It's Django's head.
I'm surprised she hasn't done that with like goop or something. What's in
Well,
my
you know what her
box?
candle smells like.
That's what I say. Like, what's in my box? That's what it should have been called.
So, we have not hit any of the numbered. We have not hit any of the, stratospheric names. We haven't seen we've seen what, one Jedi so far?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
one. We haven't seen a true Sith or Lord per se. Grand Moff Tarkin was the most evil person we've found so far. So the question is, who's going to be in the box? What's in the box?
Bob Euchre.
Bob Euchre. I don't know if he was the signer on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, let me ask you this. What are you pulling for? Do you want the light side or the dark side, a bounty hunter or a droid?
A leg or a breast?
That's right. Light meat or dark meat? Bounty hunter or a Sith? All right, let's make it happen. Let's send that dark energy into this box. Let's let's send the as much hate and fear and love that we can into this box, because that's how Sith are born. I heard. Okay.
No, they're
All
brought
right.
by an evil stork.
All right, now it's a party. Now it's a party. GB, you brought the party. I
Uh-oh.
am not going to lie. This is one that we have a big fan of this particular character. Somebody who complains that they were not used enough. Listen, GB, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with who you have here. This is one that Lee is going to flex his muscle, and I think we have a lot of really good options on this one. Again, this one is not numbered, so we still haven't hit any of the big ones. But it is my absolute pleasure to get the dialogue started on none other than Forlom. That is Chris Parsons.
Oh, see, that's brutal. So that one, like my knee-jerk reaction immediately is I got to do Zuckus.
Zuckus.
But that's only going to be awesome if you know who those two guys are. They are so obscure, but they're
Yes.
old school. They're the original trilogy.
OG bounty hunters.
Yeah.
So you got the bounty hunter you wanted. Well, you got a bounty hunter, but probably not the one you wanted.
The good news is you're actually going to get the badges. We don't need any seeking badges print
Oh.
because it's got Forlom right there.
That is
By the way,
fantastic.
there's Zuckus. So I'm
GB's
gonna
like,
throw
I
that one
dig
in
it.
anyways.
I dig it. This is, man, it's maybe only the second Forlom I think I've ever pulled.
It's the second Forlom you've ever pulled or got your hands on.
That's
yanked.
right. That's true. Yep.
I heard you can break them if you pull too hard.
That is actually a fact. The sticker and the magnet are not as strong as you'd think. Ice Wolf says, I had the action figures when I was a kid of Forlom and Zuckus.
Yeah.
That's what happens when your parents didn't get to KB Toy Store or Toys R Us in time to get the named characters. You were left with
Forlom and
Camelhead and
Zuckus.
Forlom and Zuckus.
Camelhead, Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, there it is. That's right. Camel face, Taser face. You looked in the mirror and you said Taser face. That's it's still Disney. It's in space, just different.
A lot of people were complaining about that running joke. I actually thought it was funny. I like that one.
At least we
Just
didn't
every
get
time-
bartender.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just what you need. Hey, guess what? You get the most racist guy in Star Wars. We don't serve their kind here.
So, GB, do you have input? Do you feel like you will go with the knee-jerk reaction to Zuckus, or do you want to go a little more mainstream?
If you want to go mainstream, it would be Boba Fett.
So, Boba or
Hands down,
Zuckus?
he's the big guy. Yeah. And keep in mind, I'm not currently drawing Boba Fett.
I mean, there's also who hired Forlom.
Vader, yeah. We
'Cause-
could do a Darth Vader.
Vader did hire Forlom. Now, I'm not trying to lead the conversation. Doug is like, what about Bosk? Have you forgotten about Bosk?
I have not, but if you're going to do a companion curated piece, I really think that Boba Fett's obviously the money one. So if you're, if that's all you're into, or if you're just a big Boba Fett fan. But I personally think the best companion piece would be his companion, Zuckuss.
Not only do we have to roll for this one, we have another one we're gonna open too. I
Ooh.
hope you brought your drawing gloves because you're gonna be busy. GB's like, man, do Zuckuss. That is a gamer right there. That's why we love Gentleman Built. Gentleman Bit is down for whatever. Now,
So, okay, go ahead.
we're gonna do a little roll. Let me roll it up. 13, not color.
But Steven,
Yes, sir.
you got any cool Zuckuss stuff for us, or Forlom? Because you get like some of the you'll know more of the backstories like from the comic books than I.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't offer much on the Forlom or Zuckuss front here. Not the bounty hunters that I know quite as much about. Other than that, I know that they work together.
It's like
Well-
I know they collect bounties and they hunt.
I
Yes.
mean, I guess you can just turn your microphone off. That's it. We're done. We're done with
Well,
Steven. We're done.
Oh, quiet.
Apparently, we don't need Steven. All right, this is about where I want the. I'm kidding, Steven. Don't you dare leave. I'm gonna see him Saturday. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna hug Maddie, and he's gonna be like, roll for
I got
initiative.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, I got some stuff your character needs to do tonight.
He's like, roll for initiative. You're fighting a ancient red dragon. Solo.
Right now.
Level 21. Go. Put it into context. I'm a level 4.
So I actually used to play a wild mage when I was playing D&D back in the day, and we had a table, and it was a table basically that we would roll on for wild surges. Anytime I was using magic, it would roll for wild surge. If you trigger a wild surge, you'd roll to see what happened. So a anvil appears above target and falls. An anvil appears above your closest party member and falls. So it was kind of all over the place as to what it was. But one of my favorites was one was target changes gender randomly, and then so it'll like basically you roll your dice and that's how many times it changes gender. And then or a party member would change gender, which would certainly make stuff interesting because nobody likes that. But I think my favorite part of it is the target polymorphs randomly. And we got jumped by a dragon. And I triggered a wild surge and target polymorphs randomly. It became an ice giant. And it just so happened we had a barbarian who's like, I've got a hammer of giant slaying. And he just boom, killed it. And the DM just like folds up his screen and sits down and he's like, anybody want a Mountain Dew? It just ruined the game right there. He had nothing for that. He's like, I didn't expect that.
My 4 hours of planning are done.
Yeah. It's like, I wasn't planned for that. You weren't supposed to kill him.
Okay, buddy, is your tablet done?
You didn't get the story from him.
So next up is gonna be Nerd. Nerd, you have to pick a number.
It's
1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And by the way, my brother Ryan wants to give you a shout out. He absolutely loves the figure you painted for him.
woohoo. Shout out to Brendan.
Stephen Helbolt says, do you want a Kenku Bard NPC for your campaign? I have a character sheet I can send you.
I don't know what a Kenku is, but sure, yeah.
They
Send
were-
it on over.
just recently added, if I'm not mistaken, in the most recent major expansion. All right, Nerd says 14. So what's it gonna be? What's inside?
2 7s. Sorry, this just kind of reminds. Unfortunately, that horrible joke just reminded me of the George Carlin joke. It's like, I've never been with a 10, but I was once with 5 2s.
All right, Nerd, what do you want? Are you looking Sith? Are you light side, dark side, medium side, ambiguous bounty hunter side? We've had quite a few bounty hunter related in this box already, in this case already.
Chaotic neutral.
Yes.
Just to let you guys know, unfortunately, my sleeves are old and a little scratched up, so I apologize for that. But they'll protect the stuff until you get a hold of it. That's all I got.
Unacceptable.
That's all
That's
I
all
got,
that
man.
matters. He's like gray. I want gray.
That one came out nice. I like that one a lot. Cobb Vanth, ladies and gentlemen. Cobb
All right.
Vanth was Ice Wolf. Let me go put that with Ice Wolf. Oh wait, and he gets another one. So I think that we already gave him Hubba Bubba, right?
Yes.
So you're going to, okay, I got to get a different one. I was going to say you get badges. We don't need no stinky badges, but this one, is this okay with you? I smudged the signature and then I wiped it and redid it.
That gives a character.
It's like, that's the part where the artist was like, "It's you." Oh, damn.
It's got lease nut on it. All right, here we go. I want numbered. I want like a nice 101 scoundrel.
He says it's 101. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to number this one
Not
of one.
numbered. Not numbered. And this one is, we're gonna, oh goodness, what do we do here? What do we do here? Is it one of the retros? It is a red, it is a red border. It is not numbered.
Ooh. Oh. So it is one of the good ones?
Well, let's just say, if I would have picked this for myself, you could say that I beat myself.
I can't see it. Hang on.
Scott Capurro as Bede.
Oh, good God. Oh, it's the two-headed announcer dudes.
Yeah. Pod racing, right?
Yeah. So I can do baby Anakin.
Bannekin.
We could do little Anakin, Jake Lloyd. Everybody loves him. He was adorable.
I thought that was Greg Proops. Well, Scott Capurro.
Sepulveda is kind of cool.
Sepulva would be interesting. He kind of looks, that head looks a little Sepulvish.
Mm-hmm.
Sebulba?
Sepulveda, yeah.
I was like, Sepulveda, like the road?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know Sepulveda. Yeah. But yeah, Sepulveda. Any like a pod race? We could do a pod racers. What are you thinking, nerd?
Was Jabba there? Jabba was at the race, right?
Jabba was there.
Jabba was there.
Salacious
Fortuna
Pete.
was there. Salacious B. Crumb. I'm trying to remember who else. And this is Smudge edition. Hang on. So, whoops, this pen's not working. What? Oh, there we go.
Nerd says dealer's choice, so we're going to have to hash this out between the three of us. My knee-jerk reaction is either Anakin full goggled out or Sepulba. Sebulba.
Sebulba.
With a
I don't
B.
know. We can still Sepulveda still works. Problem is like I don't pronounce it Sepulveda. I pronounce it Sepulveda.
What is what? You, Nerd says I trust Cozy. You two not. It's questionable. All right, well, Lee, looks like it's up to you,
But actually,
man.
what's funny is if we do Sepulva, I have the Rancor meat. I have the vendor, Graga, the vendor, the meat monger, who was I forgot the frog monger. I forgot what the frogs were called. That Jar Jar tried to eat, and then he accidentally launched it at Sepulveda or Sepulva. Gotta keep screwing that up. But so yeah, there's relation there. It's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but
But it works. Well, it's up to you. Steven and I have been forced out of this conversation, so you are gonna have to be the chosen one, Lee.
Well, I'm still talking to Steven about this. I like because we've also got so he's mentioning Jabba. There's Bib Fortuna.
Mm-hmm.
Salacious B. Crumb you were starting to mention.
6 degrees of rancor bacon in this case.
There you go.
Nice one. Doug says, do Kid Greedo.
Oh God, I forgot about Kid Greedo.
All right, Carlos, love you, man.
What do you think it should be?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking you, the other
you're
Star
asking
Wars
me.
expert. Yeah, I want your input. I've made you hang out on stream, so it's now time for you to contribute.
Okay, the card. I kind of feel like. I kind of feel like it should be Sebulba.
Cibola, okay, Cibola. I keep screwing that up.
Now we need to find out if it's going to be in color or not.
Roll for initiative. Roll for crit, I should say.
14. 14, not a colorful Sebulba.
Very close.
Did he say not Cibolda?
No, he didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Doug said Sepulveda.
I keep saying that too. Let me go back to Anya. So Anya Kuro.
Paul says, okay, I've made a emote, but you have to sub to use it.
That's very British of you.
It's very imperialistic of you.
Yeah, no kidding. That is right. That is on brand.
I love it. It's great.
I've got something. Do you want to use it? Yes, you must pay the fee.
That's very Nestle of you, Paul Maitland. Forcing people to buy the water.
No, he's taxing you.
He's taxing.
It's very British.
No, Paul says being very British of me would be taking your emotes and making people sub to use yours.
Okay, that is true. That's very British Museum of you.
That is great. That is good. That is good. I was like, Nestle selling everyone else's water, huh? No taxation without representation. Throw the dried leaves in the ocean. I want you to make tea with that tea.
Car collector, I got your message. Thank you. So he's asking who got the hit. So if you're talking about the Cobb Vanth, that was actually that wasn't a hit. Well, he got the critical hit, I guess, but that was the companion card for Ice Wolf.
Yep. We are halfway through this case, Lee. This was
Sweet.
a popular nouveau way of doing some art and fun.
Yeah. Well, also, like, what else you got in stock?
We have so I'm gonna tell you what's in stock, but you're not gonna be able to be heard, since if I jump off of my screen, I lose you. But
Oh,
let's leave. Lee.
actually, we're maybe not, because we're still in. Our audio's over Discord, not.
I haven't imported you on my other scenes. I use 8 scenes per show,
Oh.
so you're only in 2 of my 8.
Well, I mean, they'll hear me.
On your side, not on mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have you. I have an input and an output to get all of us communicating on my end.
I gotcha.
And
So the output is not on the other scenes.
Correct.
Roger.
Correct. Roger.
I have checked my vector.
So here's where we are on this. I need to update this list. All right, there's Nerd. Zio is active. Saturday morning cartoons is still a go, and so lovely. There's only 14 of those boxes. Only 10 left. Amalgamation, Dr. Alvin Hernandez. That's comic books and original art. Science Sketch delivers remarked comics, as well as autographed ones. Team ups, manga, we've got you covered. And signed, certed, and delivered, guaranteed 9.8 CGC gold label, with a very nice giveaway there too. And now back to Lee.
Yeah, that giveaway is the Frank Miller one too.
The Frank Miller, we had to give it away because it's a 9.8 run and it only came back a 9.6. So,
well, what's funny is 9.8 or not, he's charging $150 an autograph.
Yeah, that is true. Yep.
So yeah,
actual and factual.
just to get his autograph, or just to get that thing autographed and certified, already cost you $200. So, and that's disregarding the value of the book and and whatever else.
Nerd says, it sounds like you all need an audio engineer. I wonder if you know anyone.
Well, yeah. So this was we're using the Stream Team thing from Twitch, but to do what we needed to do, we sort of hacked it together.
True.
So we definitely we are not using the system as Twitch designed it, but we found ways to manipulate it in a way that it works for our needs.
Yeah, it's a fun and exciting workaround.
Which, by the way, I think is awesome, because if you're watching the DCD Collect stream, you actually see a different image than what you see on my stream.
But
even though the content is the same. Yep.
Hey, listen, we're just pushing the envelope of entertainment here. We're making things happen.
By the way, this is a character I'm not very familiar with. So, yeah.
Is that the Dark Woman?
It is the Dark Woman. I am covering my butt now, so.
Oh, thanks, T-Bone. Yes, yours is starting right now. That's actually yours, Councilman Chef.
This is Anya. Got her last name, Kuro. Anya Kuro.
While you're doing that, I'm going to check in on the other important person. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? Are you bored? Do you got a cheek full of candy? What you got there? Oh.
I cannot imagine any kid being bored in that building.
I'm just bored.
When you have a kid that is in this building 4 days a week, unfortunately, especially with ADHD, it wears a little bit.
There's a Lego set in the other room.
Oh, he's that's one way for me never to be able to do the show again.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Is that
Like I know where there's some Lego parts.
Gudetama?
Actually,
You-
there's something really cool about him. Get Gude. Come on. It's a Japanese show.
Hey, chef! Look, it's a chef.
Hi.
By the way, for people in my stream, that is Jedi Jimmy we are hearing.
Jedi Jimmy? He's waving.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
What else was I saying? Good.
Awesome.
We're
Doing good in school? How's your art going?
He's actually been doing a lot of drawing lately.
Good. Everybody should do a lot of drawing. It's very therapeutic.
We're gonna be done in about 15 minutes, okay? And then we'll
Ask Steven's wife.
Has Jimmy seen what? New Ace single? What is that?
Has Jimmy heard the new Ace single?
What's Ace?
I don't think so. Oh, here you go, bud.
It's a detective
Master
video game.
Girls, can you tell me?
I have, speaking of Mandalorians, Ace Frehley, new song called 100,000 Volts. I'll have to look. Well,
Oh.
I'll pre-screen it. I have one that I still need to get my to work on. I may have come into a Mandalorian helmet
Oh.
Lego set. Now, I'm not going to say where I got it from, but somebody in my ear knows exactly where I got it.
What's up?
It was a
What's up,
Hanukkah
Chef?
gift.
Guys, this is for all of you.
He's giving you some love. Shout out to
I thought you
to
were
S&M.
Italian.
I am Italian.
Ah, are you Jewish?
Actually, this is the funny thing. So, my last name is Italian. My great grandfather came, and my great grandparents on my father's side came from Italy after World War One. And my dad married my mom, who is very European. I am actually more Scottish than anything else. I'm 28% Scottish.
Did
Specifically,
you do the 23andMe thing, or
ancestry.
okay?
I
Only people who like it's they're quoting percentages
Yeah.
like that. Like most people are like, I'm 1/8 this, 1/8 this, quarter this.
Yep. I
When
am
somebody comes back 28%, it's all somebody got pricked.
28% Scottish, specifically Clan Cameron, which dates back about 600 years.
Oui.
And is one of the few clans that actually has 2 official tartans. So for those who don't know, in Scottish and I believe also in Irish ancestry, your tartan, your plaid, was unique to your clan. You were the only ones allowed to wear it. So each clan had their own individual tartan. And Clan Cameron at one point actually had 2 tartans. And it's one of the few in history that had 2 tartans. So, buddy, pound it, boom. We need that camera to show this card so he knows what he's drawing. Paul's like, okay, now we're talking. So yeah, I ended up being, even though I was raised Italian, have an extremely Italian last name. Um, I'm mostly Scottish. I'm mostly Scottish, French, and Swedish slash Danish, which is hilarious because I know 100% Dane in my life now.
Well, who's Jewish in your family?
So we are 1% Jewish. Nobody in my family
Okay.
is Jewish, but
Okay.
one of my best friends and his wife, who is also one of my best friends, happens to be Jewish.
Okay.
And
That part I'm aware of because, you know,
yep, and we
Same
celebrate
association.
with them because
Okay.
we do not subscribe to a standard code of religion.
Gotcha. I was wondering where the celebration of Hanukkah popped in. So essentially, Hanukkah is your Festivus.
Yeah, that's it. We enjoy all of the holidays. We try to get in Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, Three Kings Day, Festivus. We try to get them all.
The airing of the grievances.
That's right. I'm trying to get us to do a purge, but nobody's taking me up on the offer yet.
Well, that's got some. There's some legal binding issues with that one. We do have to wait for that one to the lawyers to get back with us.
Paul's like,
Now, you could do it within a community.
Paul says, sadly, my tartan is protected, so I have to pay through the nose for it, which is typical for a Maitland, selling you something you should already own. Thus the emotes.
Hi, Paul. Oh,
Yeah,
email?
I have.
Okay. Done, bye.
What was that, Jimmy?
He was talking about emotes because he loves himself some Fortnite and emotes.
Look, when you forgot your AFK not knowing your friend just pulled you over.
I do not play Fortnite.
He got another. He's now on Victory Royales. It's about one a day now.
Okay.
So today he had one yesterday. He's just very good. Doesn't matter if it's
Awesome.
doubles, trios, or singles. He's gonna win.
Nice.
Five crowns. I was like this.
Because he's got the reflexes of an 8-year-old.
But last time I think it was 10.
Well, and this is where ADD actually helps him because he can just hyper focus, and like it's insane because the person could be doing that, that lame thing. Well, you wouldn't know, Lee, but others will know. The lame thing where everybody just jumps up and down to try to not get hit. He follows you. He will light you up straight up and down as you're jumping, and you'll be dead before you hit the ground.
Nice. He's tracking.
Yeah, he is awesome. He's awesome. All right, I am going to call first last call on the evening.
Okay.
I'm going to call first last call. We are going to click out here in 10 minutes. That's 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 Eastern. You said you may go till 9?
Yep.
So you'll be able to stay tuned to Mr. Kohse and see some of this art get wrapped up as well. And what doesn't get wrapped up today, we'll be working on tomorrow.
Yep.
We are still live and active for sales. You can feel free when you get paid at midnight or 1 a.m., depending on where you are. Get an order in because once we are done tomorrow, this is over. We are finished, and we have to worry about scheduling another one in the future. So this is a time-sensitive item. So first last call for today.
And
also I'm fascinated, like how does everybody like how this is going? Do you like the interactiveness? Like what do you guys as the audience think about this? And I'm glad it's selling too. That's cool. Because honestly, we didn't think we thought we would take us, we might sell 10.
I am.
We're already there, and that we've only done this and we sold half of those in the warm up.
Sapura says it's a cool idea for a project. Trevor
Thank you.
says, "Would you like us to try it with sports?"
Ooh, I would be interested.
It would be Cal Ripken Jr. It would be all Cal Ripken Jr. because he played in every game. The Iron Man. Oh, I pulled so and so. Oh, that's when Cal Ripken Jr. was playing. Draw Cal. Oh, I played Bo Jackson. Oh, that was when Cal Ripken Jr. was playing. Oh, I drew Babe Ruth. Oh, Cal Ripken was still playing then.
Should we do the Ginter ones?
Yeah, that's right. But it's like the new Allen and Ginter, so it's like ham sandwich.
Yeah. It's like
Chili dog
ham
for
sandwich.
Babe Ruth.
Okay. Well, no, it's a ham sandwich. It's like, okay, I'm gonna draw Mama Cass.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. That you know that's actually a misnomer, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay, good. It's actually I didn't find that out until this year that was a misnomer.
Oh.
Yeah,
I found out
believed-
because we were laughing at Mike Myers, but
Yeah, I believe that was true, but no, she died of it was pulmonary embolism or heart failure. It was actually not choking on a ham sandwich.
I will admit, I am flustered by the medical excuse for death of heart failure.
Why is
You
that?
know, well,
No.
it's because everybody's like, "Oh, heart failure is the number one cause of death." It's like, yes, because when you die, your
Yeah.
heart stops. So the first thing people do is go, "Oh, his heart failed." It's like, well, yes, but did his liver also cut out? You know, did the bullet ripping through his lungs stop him from breathing, cause his heart to fail? You know,
Did
so
he dying of a guillotine he built in his own bedroom cause the heart to stop?
there you go.
Chef
Wow, somebody's been watching Inside Edition.
Chef says, "I need an F face Billy Ripken."
I don't know what an F
Oh,
face.
okay, I'll explain it. Saburo says
Billy
Cal
Ripken
Ripken is the
is.
Kevin Bacon of baseball. So,
There you go.
when Billy Ripken had a baseball card, and when they were doing his photograph, somebody handed him a baseball bat that they wrote F, the F word, face on the knob of the bat. So when he's holding it up for the camera, it's a photo and it says F face, but the actual word. It's a 1989 Fleer, Trevor says, and they didn't catch it. It went into production, and it wasn't until after kids were opening them going, "Hey, it says F."
I like his bat.
Yeah, that they had to put tape over
Does
it.
Louisville make those?
Yeah, the card has like 4 or 5 versions, and then of course that became like a big popular thing to joke about. Billy explained he wrote it on his bat because he would sit in the locker room until right after he had to be out there. Yeah, there you go. 10 different versions.
So what's funny is if anybody pulled Cal Ripken, I would just be like, "Oh, we got to do Tony Gwynn because he started playing at the same time, and he retired the same year."
Dig it.
Or I could do the same thing with Tony Gwynn too, because I could basically be like, "Yeah, he won the silver bat that year." But as far as matching the players, I think I'd almost want to try and do like the Zinter one would be fun because that would just be so random. The Alan Zinter stuff. But I think for like if you were actually going to do like Topps Chrome or something like that, I think I'd almost just want to try and like do actual like if you were doing a draft or something like that, or how would we do it? But try to figure out some way that you're doing a portrait of a key player from that team or from that league or something.
So we actually, T-Bone and I kind of tossed around the idea already, believe it or not. We did have a thought, and one of the thoughts is getting one of the higher end products that only have 6 to 8 cards per box. And then we just sell all the spots out beforehand and then randomly assign a number. And then whatever number you pull, I will open them, and then the top card will be 1, second card will be 2. and then we'll work from there. We haven't hammered it out, but we have ideas for it, sports related. We just haven't, hammered it out. But the thought is out there. So if everybody is enjoying the dual streaming, and if Lee has the time in the future, or I mean, us just doing it as a thing, like a monthly thing, it is something that we'd be willing to do because it's fun, it's different. Nobody's, to our knowledge, has ever done it before. It's novel. We are groundbreaking in this collab. And by the way, Lee, Jimmy loves you. I love you. We love you. Thank you for being open-minded and being the guinea pig for this, because this is definitely amazing.
Oh, my pleasure.
Lee, you're my man.
Yes, I'm Lee.
He said, Lee, you're my man.
Oh, I thought he said, I heard you're Lee. And I was like, yes, I am.
Good night, bro.
But yeah, like, so, I'm really digging this. I think it's fun. What's kind of cool is, like, I can't think of how many times you buy like a pack of cards, or you buy a box of some card, I'll say Star Wars, and you get the sketch card and it's just bad. Like the character's not one you like, or the art is of a lesser quality, as it were. So I've kind of been digging this because I like this idea that you get a little more say. I will admit it's artist prerogative, because I think the artist doing it live, like I am, kind of needs the authority to put their foot down and go, no, I'm not drawing that character.
Yeah.
Just because time and the constraints and stuff. But I do like the idea that you can make it so that somebody is far, far happier with their sketch card this way than they would be. Now granted, you're also not getting the Topps official sketch card kind of thing, but yeah, I like that it's the quality and the subject matter is up there. That bled a little bit.
Let's
so
also
fix that.
call a spade a spade. Some of the autographs are just not characters that are somebody that you're collecting. So to be able to pair it with something that you would want, or something that is, a lot of fun, brings you value to that autograph as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
And Trevor's like, and don't forget the entertainment value here too. Well, I'll take that. Thank you.
I'm far more entertaining when I can F-bomb.
Well, the good news is I am about to raid your stream, where you can F-bomb all you want.
I'll still refrain.
We'll see if it even works, because I don't know if we can do it. We'll try. We're gonna try.
It'll be interesting.
Could open up a vortex. It could cause craziness.
Let's go back to the vortex idea. That sounds sexy.
Right?
I think you could open up a lingerie store called the Vortex.
Good. Jimmy, you're knocking over the camera, buddy. All right, cool. Go. Hey, I'm talking to you. Excuse me, you. Hey, go. I need you to go.
Oh.
Thank you.
We're going home?
Yeah, we're going home, buddy. All right, Lee. Inception. Twitchception.
Yep.
All right, so
we're gonna raid the stream. We're already in.
That's right. We're gonna double raid, which, I mean, it's gonna change your stream, because then I won't be in the upper range. Let's just do it. We're just gonna do it. Forget it. We're going live. I will tell you, I will have to cut you off my screen before I raid you, so that I can get full screen, so that I can say goodbye to everybody. So on my stream, Lee, I want to give you an opportunity to say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll be on my stream, so I can just talk to them there.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, let me get into mine. All right, everybody. Again, day 2 of an amazing experiment. It is a lot of fun. I mean, it goes without saying, we are trying to push the envelope for new things, and this is a great experiment. It seems to be working well. I'm enjoying myself. Lee's enjoying myself. Let's watch Lee finish these pieces without me being in his ear distracting him. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so that we can do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day for all of this. At the end of the day, we're going to do the giveaway. We are going to get through as many of this case as we can and continue with this crazy experiment that is the Cozy Collab. I love you all. Good night. Take care and be safe.